Let's move on then. Let's get our next management on the show. We have Vinati Organics. Now, the company has given a revenue guidance of around 20% CAGR for the next few years. Brokerage, they have a mixed view on the stock. Motilal Oswal is positive. Kotak Institutional is a little bearish on the stock. To discuss the business momentum, the growth outlook, we're joined by Vinati Saraf Mutreja, the managing director of the company. Hi, Vinati. Good morning, and thanks a lot for joining in. Well, tell us, how's the year shaping up? Earlier, you were holding on to that guidance of around 20% growth, I think with margins of around 26 to 27%. Let's get both these two basic numbers out, and then we can focus on the business outlook as well.
Well, good morning. And these two basic numbers remain quite the same. We are seeing good growth in demand for most of our products, especially ATBS, especially compared to last year. IDB remains stable. We have gained market share in butyl phenols. Antioxidants is also picking up, and we are increasing revenue from that segment as well as the new products are shaping out well. So given all of that, we do expect a 20% growth this year, and I would expect EBITDA margins to be in the range of 26-27%.
Got it. All right, Vinati, I'm looking at a Kotak note, and they are talking about the ATBS segment. They're saying a new competitor, a smaller player, Advantic Fine Chem. They have come in there and they have garnered close to 3 to 5% of the market share. Some believe that it could be a potential risk where you have a small player coming and creeping in there. What's your comment on it?
Well, Atlantic started production about a year back. From what I see in the market, they're still very, very small. And having said that, the demand for ATBS is very good. My new line for ATBS is coming up by the second half of this year because I have that sort of order book and my customers do want more material. So I really don't see that as much of a threat or really eating into our revenue.
If you could just expand on that. So let's complete the point on ATBS. Let's talk potential from this new capacity. I mean, first year, how much will it be working at capacity utilization? When it hits peak levels, then what's the revenue and volume implication? So ATBS, volumes and revenue projections for this year, and then once you hit peak with the new capacity.
Well, ATBS contributes to about 40-45% of our overall revenue. Now, what has happened is that the demand for the higher grade, the higher purity ATBS is very good, which actually limits our production. And hence the urgency to start the new line, the new production line. We do expect that the new production line has a total capacity of 15 to 20,000 metric tons, depending again on which grade we are producing. We do expect to reach that at full utilization in the next 2 to 3 years.
And then what will be the revenue implication? Also, just give us a sense, again, in terms of, the volumes that you look to do this year, the volume growth on ATBS, how prices are expected to shape up. And then also that number, when you hit the peak production, which is 2-3 years down the line, then, what's the volume then versus now?
Well, see, we are also adding new products. A lot of our volume growth is going to come from antioxidants, from butyl phenols, from Viral Organics, which is our subsidiary where we are making specialty chemicals such as MEHU, glycol. So they will also add to revenue. So the revenue share for ATBS will remain below 50%. And that is really the idea, to be not heavily dependent on any one particular product.
Got it. So, Vinati, then you mentioned 3 products, I think. So, 3 product lines that you're bullish on. Antioxidants. For this year, what does it contribute? FY25, how do you see it panning out? Viral Organics, I think you mentioned that was the second one, and butyl phenol. So, a rough revenue range of all these 3.
Yeah, correct. So, as of now, butyl phenols and antioxidants together is about 20%, maybe 18%. Again, going forward, this antioxidants will increase. Butyl phenols are probably running at capacity, and some of it will be used in captive production of antioxidants. So this number will go up to say about 30%. Viral Organics, we have just started. We are right now in the trial phase where our product is getting sampled, tested. We are also still optimizing the plant yield. So that will take some time to add to our revenue, maybe in the next 6 to 9 months.
Okay, so let's talk about the big numbers then, Vinati. the guidance that you've sort of, I think, spelled out is about 20% top line growth for this year. This margin, 26 to 27%. Any other lever that you see to perhaps push the margin higher, or will you stick to this range?
No, we definitely stick to this because, see, we do have about, we have formula-based pricing, contractual pricing, where our final product price is dependent on the raw material pricing. I don't see the margins fluctuating given our product mix now and going forward. This is a good number if we can maintain this over the long run.
Okay. All right, Vinati, we will leave it on that note then. Thank you very much for joining in.